So on Saturday morning, let me gist you. That was I woke up on Saturday morning, and this woman just called me. Hello, did you get my message? And I'm like, which message? I said, should I send my account number? And I'm like, sorry. Do we have an ongoing conversation? Because
before,
I don't get it.
It's people's
And she was
mentality.
like, so I looked at the number. I said, I sent you a number. I saw you on television, and you were saying that you. I said,
That
when?
you were up the less privileged. Your
I
father,
said,
your father is like that, you know, right?
I said it's not me. I said it's only one person that used to say it on the show.
Who?
His name is MC Rio.
The former MC Rio or the current MC Rio?
This one that is opposite me, I will give you his account number.
Thank you.
His phone number. I give his phone number. You people should be sending all those messages out. I'm not joking. I get some account numbers and I'm like, when exactly did we miss jam? Did you jam talk?
Did you miss?
I'm serious now. At what point did we get to that point where we're giving people phone number, account numbers? As in, did you say we are doing?
Well, that's
even the giveaway we did in December was an actual item. Now it was.
Well, that's to show that God is about to elevate you.
Do you know some people actually told us to monetize their gifts?
It's the country. You see what we're saying. You see when I said, "not ask me if I'm happy." Now, people automatically look at you now and say, I'm looking at you on the TV right now. Look how sexy you are. Look at your pretty face. Look at your gown. Then now you're wearing yellow and everything. Who you want there? Say money no day your hand. People listen to us on the radio. They watch us on TV. And they have this mindset of, people in my
have a lot of money.
Sure you get. So the lady asked me, am I happy? I said, why? She said, because a lot of time, when you guys are coming on set, acting, music, whatever thing you're doing, entertaining, you tend to keep that problem one side. Then you come to show people what they want to see. Now, what people want to see me do now is talk, make them laugh. You know, we have the program.
And that is just.
And me, I'm looking at that many months and how I want to renew my rent. So that's like a problem already. And those things will give you like, oh, okay, I know how much we recharge on our electricity prepaid meter.
Oh, don't tell me about that one. Oh, God.
So it's not be say we not get issue. This work we just have to do
those it. Those people,
electricity.
Get the electric? Oh, God.
But they are just right opposite us.
Oh, please don't talk about that. You know, sometimes I just feel like, can we just take over and show them how it is done?
MITV should take over electricity.
No, I'm talking about youths now.
Youth. You see, speaking about youth, I've heard a lot about youth, and I'm even scared about us. Now, I'm not excluding myself. I'm including myself because there are times when you've not gotten to a particular stage or level of life. You imagine it, and when you imagine
that you can do it well.
Yes, you imagine you can do it well. You imagine you can. But when you get, we were talking about last week Friday or last 2 weeks, we were talking about government parastatals, talking about the ministries, and we're talking about even the so-called politicians are not the main corrupt-minded people. I don't think people really got that point at that time. But you see, when a permanent secretary is saying, Commissioner Atoshek Bewai, this man is frustrating us as a commissioner, we'll make sure they sack him. And they made sure that man was sacked because he was trying to be rational. Now, speaking of youth, we're getting there. Number one, a youth that has never controlled 5 million as a personal money or corporate money or group money, and you go to a particular place, you are submitting a budget of maybe 500 million or 1 billion, knowing for the fact that personally you have that opportunity to gain like 200 million, and you know what is at your back, you know what you are aiming, and no, before you know, there will be corrupt. You get so I don't think
so. How then do you ensure that the system doesn't corrupt the youths?
Well,
because the system as it were right now is corrupt. And as a matter of fact, if we build any castle on what we practice right now, it's gonna fail.
Let's pick it from where most of us we are not practicing what we go to school to study. You know that, right?
Yeah, we don't intend to ever.
Why do we have that mindset?
Because most people got to school to study courses that they didn't bargain for. And so they don't explore the possibility of establishing a career in that field that they have studied for. They rather drop the certificate and run after what seems to be selling.
They start selling something on WhatsApp.
Or they start
windows.
something with their passion.
Well, I feel...
You get?
Yeah,
so
I do.
you find a lot of engineers, for example, who are trained engineers, and I keep asking, why are you not practicing? They're like, well, I think I just want to take care of my kids. Then I hear things like, I look for a job I didn't get, so I just started selling clothes. And then you find them buying and selling. Some people are trained, maybe nurses, and they just felt like since they couldn't travel abroad.
There's an hairdresser now, anyways.
I want to travel abroad to practice nursing. That's the reason why they did it, because they heard if you travel abroad with a nursing degree, you're going to do well over there. And so they didn't get the opportunity to travel. And so she started nursing, hairdressing salon. Or she possibly becomes a tailor. Or she possibly becomes a cream seller.
Okay,
a cream mixer.
That person whose ambition was forcefully changed because of the harsh economy. Now, that person have the opportunity.
No, but the person didn't have ambition to practice here in the first place.
No, wait.
Some people did anyway.
Let's
the
use
economy
some
affected
people.
them.
Let's do this. Let's use some people. Let's not use those people who they want to study accounting, or after writing jams and all, they give them public admin and all. But eventually they had the course. They did not change 200 level. They want to, go back to a particular. So all those people that were forcefully changed in ambition, and eventually they got opportunity to be in a political office or a public office. At a point, they just that mindset is still inside of them.
Yeah.
Because they still want to after all, what I studied was this, and that is why I feel when they are appointing ministers and commissioners, you will see someone who did law and was appointed to go and head Ministry of Power.
Yeah, but really, I think that's also not really a problem. You know why I think so? Because we all talk about putting the round peg in the round hole. I think someone that has the administrative knowledge to control a place has professionals established already in those ministries who are supposed to do their work.
Are you saying in that particular office they are not professionals of that particular office?
I'm not saying
with administrative knowledge.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I don't agree with you. There are so many people. We have so many people who do this one straight jacket kind of.
Yes, I'm saying. Are you saying they are no one at all?
What if I don't know any at that point in time when I'm?
What if me I know at that point in time? Because me I see all those offices as a political compensation.
But even if they are political compensation, what I'm saying is, if the person has been compensated at some point with that assignment and the person is performing, it is not just the person performing. The person is performing because he knows how to handle the professionals who are saddled with the responsibility of doing their jobs.
You see that since we started this conversation now, you have been sounding like a billionaire. Your English changed, your accent, everything, bam. Now, when we talk about being broke now, do you know your accent will change back again?
I'm not broke. I don't know about you. Let's take a look at the Guardian newspaper this morning.
Are you sure you are not broke?
Yeah,
maybe somebody's about to do transfer.
We've already given them their account number.
I don't do transfer. There's a trending song on TikTok. I don't do transfer. Okay, let's go.
What's the trending song on TikTok? I really want to hear that word.
Nah, I don't do transfer. I can't remember. Maybe one of our ladies can remember.
Oh my God.
I shall know the end is I don't do transfer. I don't do transfer.
All right, let's take a look at the papers this morning. I'm tired of this young man. The Guardian newspaper, where I want to go, U.S. tightening policies de-risking, but put Nigeria's economy on red alert. Policymakers of countries with high inflation debts to brace up. Debt refinancing servicing costs may rise to unsustainable level, IMF, World Bank warn. Federal government to fund 2022 budget, 6.4 trillion naira deficit at higher cost. Direct investments won't respond to interest hikes, says Teriba. Nigeria's market to expect higher interest sources, suggests. North Central legislatures pass vote of confidence in Buni, endorses Bello for president. Twitter users intensify civic engagement. Accountability as service is restored. PGFDG wants APC caretaker panel sacked. All right, declare emergency on unemployment. Methodist Church tells federal government. Balogun Ibadan. Chiefs drop crowns, revert to their original hierarchy. That's really interesting and very good. Northern youths threaten to short region over tuition fees hike. All right, those are the stories on the front page of the Guardian.
Wow. Speaking of Bello, that's the current governor of Kogi State.
Now you want to talk about Bello?
I have something in mind to say, and I'll say on the front page of Nigerian Tribune this morning. Battle for 2023 odds are. North Central Legislature pass vote of confidence in Boni and thus Bello for president. Drop your ambition. Let's join the fixed APC. Stakeholders tell Tinubu, Kalo, and of course Umari. Daily Momodu inform PDP of presidential bills. Group cakes over Umari ambition. Ezekwesili leads Soludo's 80-man transition committee. Will consider tax credit shame for reconstruction. Sorry?
The people who are in the transition committee, are they going to be paid?
I think they should be paid or compensated. It's a job. They should. There will be compensation for it. It's a government work.
Okay.
They will allocate something.
I'm looking for.
There's always allocation.
For transition committee.
Of course not.
I want to join the next one. In Lagos.
In Lagos. We'll take a look about it. We'll look to it.
Governor Sanwo-Olu, I'm waiting for my own appointment. What now?
Whenever I try to be serious in this life, there's always one person that makes me say, Aye, calm down. Okay, we will consider tax credit change for reconstruction of Shagamu, Ogijo, Ikorodu, Songo, Idiroko Highway, Buari. Inaugurates 5 projects in Ogun State. Comments Abiodun, the governor of Ogun State. Restore dignity, respect of Yoruba traditional institution. Gani Adams tells Obas and of course governors. World Health Organization recommend 2 new drugs to treat COVID-19 patients. Makinde at Alao Akala residence review how he shared with him despite the political differences. APC convention, delay in fixing dates no longer acceptable. Lukman tells Boni. I had a gist about that anyways. Maybe if time permits, we can just...
It's you that want to gist about
Why are you always running from political matters?
I'm not running from political matters. I'm a political animal. I love the topic. I love the subject, but I'm tired.
You're tired. You cannot be tired.
As in right now, physically.
Physically, okay.
Like physically.
I will help you because I want to discuss this. There are some things.
The only person that you can bring to this table this morning and I can discuss is that. Okay, let's not talk about it.
Oh, Barrister. Talk in the mighty name of Jesus. Speak up. Speak up in the mighty name of Jesus. No, I always like to talk about
the North Central. Endorsing somebody. Somebody was.
I don't know. Did you see that video of a political grassroots personnel? That is what I think I want to address him with because I can. His name is Ahmed Musa or Ahmed Isa. I want to remember very well. He was at the Oji Uzo Kalu's residence, and he said Oji Uzo Kalu is a man of the people, and that whenever something is happening, for example, Meduguri, less than 24 hours, Oji Uzo Kalu will be there in person. That he deserves, to contest for president, that them in the north, they have come to a proper consensus that they should come and meet Oji Uzo Kalu. That they said, please sir, we want you to contest. And now I'm waiting for Oji's response because he's definitely going to say they begged me to contest. Do you think contesting in the highest political office of any political whatever should be someone coming out to say they begged me to come and vote? Because I saw the video and I even heard action before they started, and after then they shop knuckle, and I was like, is this a drama or arrangement or it's just happened? But now the northerners said they want to beg Orji to protest.
Okay, Orji Uzor Kalu, Chief Whip of the Senate.
Chief Whip of the Senate, yeah.
Currently representing Abia.
Abia, 2-time governor. He's still former governor.
Oloyintunmi.
Same thing happened to Amechi. Another group came from the eastern part, said, okay, since we are thinking of zoning to the south, blah, blah, blah.
Rotimi Amechi should contest.
That Rotimi was 2 times...
Governor?
No, apart from governor, 2 times Speaker of House of Assembly, Rivers. He was 2-time governor, then currently 6 years minister. And when the second tenure when he was governor, he was the chairman governors forum that has gathered a lot of experience and whole. So
basically, he should contest. That's how we'll be begging people to contest.
This man that flogs in Ebonyi too.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. Did he flog you?
Why? I don't know. See, I want you to be honest and be truthful this year, 2020.
Know yourself, oh. Don't put words in my mouth, though. That's how you wanted to come and carry me. Oh. I'm not saying anything. I don't know about this.
Let's go on the nation. Let's go on the nation.
Okay, the Nation newspaper this morning has the picture story of Governor Dapo Abiodun and President Muhammadu Buhari, and of course, our dearest governor, Mr. Governor in Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, was there yesterday when the president was to commission certain road projects. Please, Governor Dapo Abiodun, I'm begging all of my people in Ado-Odota. Have they offended you before? Come to their lane.
Where's Ado-Odota? Where? Sango side.
Exactly now.
Some other place is bad. But they started constructing the road. If you are coming from Sango to Lagos.
That's not my problem. Have you gone to the Ogun State parts of that road? That's the Lagos
Ogun State no get road though. To be sincere. Like I've been to so many places. You don't even have to go far. Enter Akute.
Once I just see bad road.
And that side.
See, once I just see bad road.
You assume you are in Ogun State.
I just know. There's no point. I just know it's the boundary
between Lagos and Ogun State. That's the best thing in
Lagos will just become a good road though. Once you get to one bad spot like this.
But when after Iyanopaja, Abule Egba, going to...
That is the Lagos Ibadan. That is the Lagos Abeokuta Expressway. And it is a federal road.
Because Ogun State.
It was in a terrible
even inside
state
Lagos
before.
On the federal, I know. I think they are constructing one bridge.
I know there is a
along that
synergy.
side.
I know there's a synergy between Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State right now, trying to make a certain infrastructure.
I wouldn't know how true this gist, was as when I heard about it. A lot of people that stays at Sango Ota, most of them work in Lagos.
Yes, it's true.
And looks like, where are they paying their taxes to?
No, but that's not my problem right now, because whether or not they pay their taxes to go to Lagos, every state generates revenue, and every state, where do they vote is what matters.
It's their tax law. Tax is not part of the revenue the state is generating to develop.
And then the point is, where do they vote?
And I think that Sango Ota area is one of the biggest.
Ado-Odota is the local government, the entire area.
Okay, let's say Ado-Odota.
From Ayobo, once behind Ayobo, that's Iyesi, Ayetoro, Ifo, Ota itself, Sango, Ijoko, Toki.
Mama, and I do their Google map.
Because they keep sending messages on the Bumper Breakfast community report.
Actually, you're right. I was wondering, I thought they would even carry president.
See, my director has a video. Habib can put up that video, the director can put up that video from yesterday, exactly what happened on the 15th of November 2021 in one part of Ogun State, under Ado-Odota local government area. And we're talking about the Ayetoro Itele Road. Rain, and you see exactly what it was like. My director can put up that video from yesterday. We had the video, and you'll be wondering, they had no road, no drainage, and so their drainages have so much been widened that the mini ones they dug in front of their houses have now become canals instead of drainage.
The deputy governor of Lagos State.
This is from that local government. Okay. No, of Ogun State is from that local government. I've been begging as well.
Okay, now I want to talk about the deputy. I quoted him on was this the video.
Okay, so for example, this is their drainage.
Okay.
This is what now you see that this isn't what was dug. Initially, it was widened by rain. This is how they move into their streets in that community with wooden planks. This is actually leading into a main street,
and so cars will climb this one.
Exactly. So this is what they had to do to alleviate their own suffering. So to move
there's
into
no councillor in
streets,
this area.
councillor,
There's no local government chairman.
That's what I'm saying. They have a young man as well as their local government chairman.
You see what I'm talking about? Youth sometimes can be scary.
Now look at what happened on the 15th of November last year. It was raining, and
the same area we just saw right now.
Exactly.
It's the same area we are seeing now.
Exactly. So this is the rain. This is what a few minutes of rain can do. You see that they are huddled together because that flood
can take someone.
Can carry someone away.
Jeez.
You get what we're talking about?
Mm.
So this is in Ado-Odota local government, and this is the junction of it's called Mopo Junction. Itele Road, Ayetoro, Budo, then Ayobo. So you're coming from Lagos, you hit that bridge. The moment you go to the bridge, you get to the bridge, you enter Ogun State.
Why do I feel there will still be other roads?
Can you see how they move?
That are worse more than this. They were moving.
You see how they move? They have to form a chain so that the water doesn't carry anybody.
Or drag anybody. At least somebody can hold somebody.
You get it.
Whenever
so
anything will happen.
A chain. So that's what happens when the road is in really terrible, bad condition.
Okay. Let me quickly say this. Dr. Hamzat, the
Deputy Governor of
Lagos State, he said something last week when people were saying Nigeria has leadership problem. And what he said was, yes, he did not say Nigeria did not have leadership problem.
Mm-hmm.
But then he had to categorize it. And he said, okay, this is it. There is something that we have in this country, like individual contribution and individual problem. Now, individual responsibility and irresponsibility is part of the development and the underdevelopment, whichever. Then, this is where I'm going. When I was going to Songo Komai, my sister got married recently and we passed through that road. I saw people bringing refuse on the road.
And to dump it on the road.
They
have expertise in that one too. It's a Nigerian thing.
And now these are the things that will probably block.
No, this one does not have a drainage at all.
It doesn't have. I'm just saying.
But let me tell you what they did to the canal, to the bridge that was constructed by the Governor Akinwumi Ambode regime at Ayobo that leads to these communities.
Okay.
So they go beneath the bridge and they pour their refuse into the waters. Now, the reason why there is a bridge is because there's either a valley, a gully, or a river.
Okay.
So the bridge was constructed on a river. So they pour their refuse into the river. And we've been dealing with that, and I've shown that quite a number of times, so that people can understand the gross irresponsibility that it connotes when you pour refuse into a water channel.
You know, in government, there is something called community participation.
No, well, we are actually the government. That's where we get it wrong.
And okay, I'm not even disputing that fact. Now, getting to know that, okay, there is no this here, there is no that here. I don't know the steps. What step do you think the people in that locality are taking?
So, for example, if we're talking about Ayetoro, Budo, and Itele, I've had conversations with both their kings and with community leaders, with CDA chairman, and they have written letters to the governor, to the local government chairman, to call his attention. So what they do is personal care. They have gotten to the point of clearing their own drainages by themselves. But you know what the problem is? You are in a slope. It's a junction. If water is coming from Ayobo, it's eating that river. That's why there is a bridge there, because there's a river. So there definitely will be inflow of water into that river. You have blocked it with your plastic bottles. The only person that can clear it is the government, because now you have created the problem. You're no longer doing it, but you've done it in the past. But the only person that can clear it for you right now is the government, to create room for that water to flow freely.
I get right.
Now, if that water is flowing freely, and the other side of the road too is constructed properly, that bridge will be the meeting point for the water. So it's coming from here, it's coming from here. It all flows into the river, and the river takes it away. You see what the problem is? We have contributed to the problem over a long period of time.
More like we are the real problem of ourselves. You know.
And then when these people come and campaign again and give bread and 2 derica of rice and garri.
This time they should put onions, because last time no onion and tomato. To cook was difficult. They should put onion and tomato.
So you people will collect it again.
It's not you people, them people.
Them people. Okay. Another thing on the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning that drew my attention is the fact that Twitter restoration good for businesses. Government plans $500 million investment in technology for youth. Even the High Chiefs drop crowns. Original concept restored. Members will pick PDP candidate. Says Ayodele Momodu to run.
Everyone wants to. I thought he said he wasn't going to run for president again because
it's you, he say, it's me.
I don't know.
It's you, he say, it's me.
He categorically came out and said, "Oh, he's not even running."
I thought he was supporting Atiku.
Well, he was. He just had.
But that doesn't mean he doesn't have his own ambition anyway.
Well, he contested one time like that. I don't know.
2015. Makinde Ladoja extol Akala's virtues. Buhari at Shonekon's home. 2023 president. APC, PDP weigh options on zoning. Parties reject claims by aspirants and supporters. Former Senate President Ayim Payesa. So many people are coming out for this presidency. All right. Soludo picks Ezekwesili, Chidoka, Utomi, others for transition committee. Let's look at the Punch quickly before we come to wrap.
Before I mention anything on the Punch, do you know those bandits chased from the northwest, northeast, the north in general, are now running down to the southwest?
Who said so?
Amotekun. And Amotekun now about to combine their sets together, called the Amotekun in Ekiti State, Ondo State, Oyo State, Osun State, and Lagos was not mentioned in that conversation.
Because Lagos has not established its own.
Okay, Lagos has not established its own. Like, they have to come back together, to face the terrorists running from Ekiti. Amotekun collaborating with hunters, farmers, forest guards to fish out criminals, bandits. President's recent statement apologies shows he doesn't understand how serious insecurity is. Afenifere said that Igbo has investment everywhere. We are not part of Biafra. Governor of the Ebonyi State, David Umai. Robert Kill's colleague, Amotekun rescued 17 victims in Ondo State. North Central lawmakers back Buni endorse Bello. Ibadan elevated Obas to revert to high chiefs. NNPC orders may reconstruct federal roads in Ogun State. I hope Ado Oduota would be involved and all. So I was wondering why they did not take precedence towards that road. Ego Vest, come down for road. Ego Vest.
How they take carry our president past Lagos, They all carry and pass like this.
He passed through Ekpe now. I think it was Ijebode.
That's what I'm saying. I say he passed through like this. Why did he pass through like this?
Because he was going to Ekpe. Ekpe is closer to Ijebode. They had inauguration at Ijebode.
Shagamu, so it's easier.
They must have planned it too.
They don't want to carry him go and do
that.
But on a lighter note, I think we should look at the picture. My director has the video as well. Yesterday's assembled the Kampala that President Muhammadu Buhari shared
was that purple
our
or blue?
Governor. It was a blue. My director can put up that video of the president and the governor of Lagos and the governor of